who is our specialist. We'll be discussing raw dog food.
It's science and research based.
Hey everyone, welcome back to our second episode of Raw 101, where we discuss information to help you understand the benefits, the myths, the dismissed in regards to raw dog food for dogs. Right, and I am your host, Steven, and I am here with my wonderful host, Emmah.
Hi guys, Emmah here. Welcome back.
Yeah. So we have a lot of information today that's going to be brought to us by Emmah, which is amazing. And I have a ton of questions. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. So Emmah, can we get started? And before we get started, can you basically, for the guys who are just joining us here for the first time, our first episode was the introduction to what is raw dog food. So if you're here with us for the first time, I'm going to ask Emmah, who is our raw dog food specialist, to go back and just essentially go over what is raw dog food. So, and touch basic again. So Emmah, take it away, please.
Okay, so I will just touch base on what we sort of went over last week. So last week we just spoke about raw diet and what it sort of consists of. To start off with, it's research and science-based. That's where I've learned everything from. And it just really consists of raw meaty bones, meat, organs, fruit and veg. And yeah, that's pretty much what we sort of went over. And we'll get more into the benefits today.
Okay, great, amazing. Thank you, Emmah. So for those who are not aware from the last episode, today's episode, we're taking a deeper dive into what is raw dog food. So previous episode, we just had a surface level, just an introductory, right? So today, Emmah is going to take us through and basically really get deeper into it. And this is amazing because you have to research, pay this, that, and the other just to get some information. And Emmah's bringing it to us for free. So thank you, Emmah. So I have my first question, so I'm gonna get right to that. So does raw dog food, what benefits does it have in relations to like diseases and stuff like that?
Yeah, so with diseases, with feeding raw, it can really enhance the immune system. You have a high quality diet in regards to when you're feeding raw. And that helps the immune system to function at the optimum health that your pet can get at.
Well, so let me ask. So when you're saying a dog system can operate at basically its highest level, internally, what's the difference from what they consume in regards to a raw diet versus to like kibble diet type of food? Like how does that have a different impact?
So basically a commercial diet, it's a pretty poor diet. So it's not biologically appropriate and it's it's high in starch, it's got preservatives, additives, and it's harder for the digestive system to digest. So with a raw diet, it's easily digestible, and the nutrients, because they are in raw form, they are natural and they're not synthetic, the body is able to absorb the nutrients and the coenzymes and everything else that are within the nutrients itself. So the dog will be able to absorb nutrients a lot better.
Okay, so I want to ask a little deeper question, because at least here in the United States, we've been led to believe like the kibble type of diet for a dog has a lot of benefits. I remember just recently, like a family friend said like they got these like kibbles that was, I'm not gonna say the company's name, but basically it was to help with like skin issues and things of that nature. How is it to say that they have like a synthetic type of engineering where it may help, or it doesn't really help at all? And does it potentially go back to like creating issues in creating like diseases and things of that nature? I know I'm jumping around a little bit. I'm just trying to word the question correctly as best as I can. Am I making any sense?
Yeah, so with commercial diets, they do market it as that it's healthy, and it's because they have these certain ingredients that will help, but it's processed. So that when it's processed, yes, in the raw form before they've started, yes, it has all those benefits. But once you go in and process it then changes. So it's not easily then digestible, and it's not as healthy as if it was in the raw form. So it is a lot of marketing that goes into it. And that's pretty much like, it's just not as quality as you would get it if you were to just have it in raw form instead of having it processed.
So is that like I'm assuming this might be in your question, but I'm assuming there is a McDonald's in Australia, correct?
Yeah, there is.
So I guess from my understanding, I know I can get protein from in McDonald's. Don't come at me here. I'm just using it as an example. That's all. But so I'm guessing if I go get a Big Mac, it has meat, but that wouldn't necessarily be the best way to get protein for my body. In other words.
Yes, you're 100% correct. That is exactly what it is. So with the, I was going to say something. Sorry. Yeah, so because diets, they are high in starch as well. So when they might have these little components that might be beneficial, but then you also have all these other diets, all these other components that actually take away from that. So a commercial diet can have, some of them have 60% of carbs in it. And in reality, in the wild and what a dog is actually supposed to get is only 4% carbs. So that is what's naturally. So these high diets in that, a lot of it is grains and legumes. That actually breaks down in the body into sugars. So a lot of the time it's basically like you're feeding your dog straight sugar. So it really takes away the benefits, what they actually have put in there.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. I guess that says a lot. Wow. Okay. I'm just thinking and remembering a number of years back when I was younger, and my brother and I just moved out for the first time, and I didn't really know how to cook for myself properly. And the first month, I basically just ate McDonald's for breakfast and dinner. Yes, I do know everyone out there that's pretty it's stupid, but it was my choice, and obviously a dog's choice is whatever us as their caretakers provide them. But wow, that's really well informed. Thank you for sharing that. So let me ask this question. When it comes to actually, I'll make this statement. Is this a fair assumption to say then that when we're talking about the dog diets, the commercial dog diets with the fillers and everything, not fillers, excuse me, the dog diets that are marketed may have a percentage of what a dog needs, even if it's synthetic or anything else that's used. But is it fair to also assume that it's basically has fillers in it at the end of the day that don't really provide any benefits to the dog, or am I incorrect? Is that bad?
So there's a lot of fillers in there, and the dog foods are made to make your dog live. There is AFCO standards where they have to have certain standards to meet a dog's requirements. So that is, but it's not making them thrive and make them healthy and well. So a lot of problems that dogs end up getting it's mainly because of what they're putting into their systems. So everything that goes into a dog's mouth, it affects their entire body. So your immune system, it's all within 80% of it is within the gut. So that's where it really starts. You need to have a healthy gut to be able to have a healthy dog, your dog to stay healthy and to really thrive.
Wow. Okay. So I want to move to another topic in regards to dogs' teeth. I've seen a lot of things out there marketed in regards to benefits for dogs' teeth, which usually is in some constructive, not natural thing, but some constructive type of not necessarily treat per se, but it seems like it's a treat that a dog would take. I'm not, again, I don't want to name any companies or anything like that, but I'm sure audience out there are well aware of like common items, products that you purchase for the benefit of teeth. So can you help us understand how how in a natural way in regards to raw dog food, can we actually help a dog's teeth and possibly what actually doesn't help a dog's teeth, or some myths. Well, I think I might have said enough. I'm just gonna let you take the floor.
Okay, well, I'll start off with bone. So bone is the most beneficial that you can give to your dog. So bone.
Wait, hold on. I just want to make sure? Did I hear correctly? Did you say bones?
Yeah, bones.
Okay.
So, but
okay.
raw.
I don't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry, but I've always heard that any form of bones is not a good thing for a dog. Like I remember seeing everyone freak out if a dog went like ate like chicken or something that was in the trash or some stuff like that, about like bursting inside or cutting up and potentially leading to death of dogs. And you're telling me right now that bones are one of the benefits to help a dog's dental teeth.
Yes, I am. So, but it has to be raw bones. So that's where a lot of misconceptions are. Some people might start feeding their dog cooked bones. Never feed your dog cooked bones. So this is the part where if your dog does eat a cooked bone, that's when they can have intestinal blockages, or they can have a foreign body and it can get stuck in throughout their digestive system. But when it's raw, dogs are designed to eat these raw bones. So their stomach has acidic like 100 times more than what humans do. So they are equipped to actually break down the bones. So their pH level, if you get, say, you can actually test this out, get a raw bone and you can get some vinegar, and you can put that raw bone in some vinegar and you'll realize that the pH of it starts to make the bone actually like really flexible. So vinegar and dogs' stomachs, they have the same sort of similar pH levels, and this is where the dog can break down that. So they're chewing it with their mouth, they're getting all the healthy bacteria and enzymes that actually help clean the teeth. And then you also have your dog ripping and tearing, like, your dog's teeth, you have the incisors and then you have canines and molars. So the dog's teeth and mouth are designed to rip and shred and crunch these bones.
I'm a little dumbfounded. I'm a little dumbfounded. Okay.